and this is the blue bracket. Lots of names on the screen here. The only ones you need to pay attention to right now are the ones in blue. Gerald Freeman versus ID Kirby, and iBolly versus LMAO Yeet 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to be vying for a spot in the semifinals. Let's get the countdown going. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Ladies and gentlemen, Classic Tetris Monthly Challengers Circuit round number 1 between Gerald Freeman and ID Kirby, who I'll be referring to as Gerald and Kirby from here on out. Both players have started level 18 starts. You wonder, why level 18? Well, because level 19, it gives you more points, but it's also a lot harder to start on. So it is a traditional practice in Classic Tetris to do level 18 starts. Both players have already started off with Tetrises here, which is what you're going to see at this level of play. Not going to see much burning. You're going to see lots of aggression, lots of aggressive plays, which normally you wouldn't really see at more, not lower levels, just at the average levels. You'd expect to see burning because survival in competition is really the most important part. But these players, they can survive. They can really, really get out of crazy situations that you'd think there's no way in heck anyone could ever survive that. But no, these players can do that. These players, 1.2 million for both players. They are nuts, and they are going to get some insane scores, so they are not going to be holding anything back. These could easily go into max outs, and I think that's a dirty Tetris from Kirby there. Alright. 141,000 points for Gerald Freeman. 122,000 points for Kirby. So Gerald with about a 1 Tetris lead here, but of course this is just the beginning. Although, I have to say, kind of crazy paces from the start here, although Kirby needs a J piece really soon. Although he's gonna be able to get that long bar in there and clear that away just like that. Makes it look easy, but that was a very dangerous situation high up on the board there, even on level 18. Although maybe for Gerald it would have been easier, less dangerous of a situation, because he is using that technique you can see on the webcam there, the hand cam, or should I say foot cam, because he is rolling. Rolling, what is rolling? Well, that's kind of a complicated question, because there is a complicated answer. Rolling is where you tap the underside of the controller to create, with multiple fingers, to create inputs on the controller. It's hard to explain. You really just have to see it. You can see he's rolling his fingers on the underside of the controller to get pieces to move left and right. And by doing so, he can move the pieces much faster than anyone could hope to tap. You can see flinging those long bars over to the left side with those 5 and 4 taps. Just really, really impressive to see in real life. He gets a Tetris, 271,000 points at 66 lines. Kirby, 314,000 points at 73 lines. So Kirby ahead in lines here, but I think they're at about the same pace. We'll have to see once Gerald Freeman catches up here. Yeah, they're at about the same pace. But Gerald is going to get 3 really quick Tetrises there and is taking the lead out of nowhere. Kirby is not hyper tapping, is that true? I think he is hyper tapping. You can see there he's using the desk there to hyper tap. I believe that is a Goofy Foot controller. I don't know for sure, I'd have to ask. But he is definitely getting those pieces left and right faster than you could with DAS. By traditionally holding the D-pad to move the pieces left and right, you can get a movement range of about 10 taps per second, or 10 hertz. With tapping, by just vibrating your arm very rapidly, rather rapidly I should say, you can get the pieces to move much faster than 10 hertz range. You can get up to, most players can do 12, maybe 13 if you sit nav tap, but you got players like frickin' Alex Thatch and Eric ICX and mark, they can tap so fast. You'd think they're rolling, because with rolling you can get speeds of up to 20-30 hertz. It is really nice. 12 isn't even worth hyper tapping at some points. At some point you gotta think, yeah, when is, like, you can get very skilled with DAS, but if you want to compete at the top level, like with these players, you gotta get those. You gotta get those fast taps or that rolling going. There used to be no option for people who couldn't. I apologize for the laughter you might hear in the background. My parents are watching a funny movie. There used to not be an option for people who didn't know how to tap, but now there is, and you can roll. Rolling. I will promote rolling forever and ever. 497,000 points for Gerald Freeman. 551,000 points for Kirby. So both players approaching transition. This is at 130 lines. You can see here Gerald has gone into transition. It's where the pieces get much faster. You can see Gerald is playing really high here. Both players kind of high. Kirby in a bit of a safer situation, but it's going to need a long bar really quickly. Can they get anything over? They're not going to be able to. And Kirby's going to top out at 567,000 points. And Gerald Freeman has 567,000 points to chase down, but he's going to have to dig out of the situation. Okay, 567,000 points once again is the chase down for Gerald Freeman. Looks like he's going to be able to dig out of this. Could definitely line it out before kill screen. Of course, that is always the player's decision to make. Not taking any chances here. And wait a minute, hey, wait. Did I say 67? Oh no. Did I say it wrong? Did I say it wrong? I must have said it wrong. Oh my gosh. Did I? Okay, we got a hover 3 from Gerald and a ready from Kirby. Let's get the countdown going. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Hang on. CRT shut off. Hold on, Gerald. Gerald. Go ahead and. I think you can top this one out because Kirby's TV just shut off. Gerald takes the point. Okay. No. Please be triply sure before giving the top out signal. Okay. Will do. I feel like I'm already gonna get fired here, but that's okay. It was fun while it lasted. Okay, got a hover 3 from Gerald, Kirby. We can get it ready from Kirby, and then we can continue. Man, I still feel bad about that top out, man. About first the. No, I'm not having a good night tonight. It's okay. It's okay. I just tell myself that. Ready from Kirby, ready from Gerald Freeman. Let's get the countdown going. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Please no CRT shutoffs. I will get my eyes checked as well. This is just character development. Alright. Gerald Freeman with a little bit of a misshift right off the bat. You're going to see that with rolling. Rolling is very difficult to get used to, but he's going to burn that away beautifully. Has that Z placement is not the best, but he gets perfect pieces to fill it out. He's gonna have a nice clean board here. Gonna take a few burns, waiting for that long bar. He's gonna get the Tetris. So, like I was saying, rolling is very easy to make misdrops, because on top of rolling being inconsistent in itself, because, you know, you're tapping the controller so fast, and you have to have the right thumb pressure on the D-pad, so you're gonna mess up sometimes. It's just really hard for someone to be that perfect all the time. But you can also, there's also the element of knowing how many taps it takes to get a piece where it needs to go. That's something I found difficulty with, and I assume other rollers would find difficulty with. I'm not sure though. Alright, 124,000 points for Gerald Freeman, 89,000 points for Kirby. You can see Kirby has the CRT on his screen, on his hand cam, which is kind of cool. You can just barely see ahead on his webcam. Than you see on his capture card. So if you could get spoilers looking at his webcam there. All right, both players around, approaching the 50 line mark here. 163,000 points for Kirby, 241,000 points for Gerald Freeman. Man, I am really... You know what? I bet it's 1 second. Okay. This is gonna sound like one heck of an excuse. My microphone cord cable was over the screen, so there was like, I couldn't see the whole screen. There was just like this little tiny microphone cord that was in the way, but it's gone now. There's my excuse right there. That is one heck of an excuse, yes. The mic cable is the one that's been causing all of these horrible mistakes by this commentator. So there's no need to blame him. It's just that darn cable. But the problem has been resolved now, and the match will continue without any errors in the future, without any foreshadowing in the present for errors in the future. Alright, 318,000 points for Gerald, 323,000 points for Kirby. Kirby with a little bit of a misdrop there. Could create a roof there and burn it off. Creating a roof very well there. Looking for an L piece. Gets the perfect L piece there. You would love to see when those results happen beautifully. Could get a Tetris, takes the triple instead. Probably the right move. Alright. Both players playing very clean now. Gerald really high. You can see rollers play really high because they have that mobility, that piece mobility with the extra speed they get from the rolling. And I can see here Gerald is rolling without a glove, which is it's common, not common knowledge, but it's common for rollers to use a glove because it makes it easier to have your fingers slip off the back of the controller. But he's not using a glove, and I think that's a preference that some rollers take, but it is something interesting to point out there. So he is a no glove rolling Chad right now. 504,000 points, 112 lines. 450,000 points at 112 lines for Kirby. Gerald Freeman showing no signs of stopping here tonight. Is that a dog I see in the background of Kirby's screen? You love to see it. The pets, they win so much of the game for you. You have a pet in the background, everything goes better for you. Unless that's a cat, in which case I'd be mistaken. and there's absolutely no chance I could be mistaken about anything. Alright, 578,000 points is where Gerald Freeman transitions. 500,000 is where Kirby's at right now. It has 2 Tetrises available before transition, gets one of them. No burns available left before transition. Probably going to take one here. Yeah, looking to take one. 523,000 point transition for Kirby. So, Gerald Freeman with a substantial lead here going into transition. Both players into transition. How many times can I say that before it gets old? Okay, now you can see the real effects of rolling. Gerald able to play so high up on the board and still get pieces left and right. That was a dangerous situation, but manageable. Manageable if you're a roller and you're as consistent as Gerald is. Kirby with a little bit of a misdrop there. Is going to be burning this away for a little bit. Probably not what he wants. Looking at Gerald Freeman's lead here. 2 Tetrises, maybe 3 Tetrises. Kirby is in a lot of trouble here. Needs to get something over to the left. Let's see if he can. Gets the line bar over. Looking for a T-piece. Gets the T-piece over. This parity was suffering, but he gets the right pieces. Oh man, this is going to be really difficult to dig out of for Kirby. Alright, looking for a J-piece. Oh, but Gerald Freeman, really high up, manages to get something over to the left there. Both players in crazy digs right now. Kirby is getting lower. He's getting his stack more manageable. Gerald Freeman set up with a dirty Tetris. What is this? Dirty Tetris with a perfect transfer? No, not quite. The line bar's not coming for him. This is insane. Gerald, what are you doing? This is insane. He's set up for a dirty Tetris here. Of course he is. And he's still going for it. He has to burn this down. He has to get clean here. He gets the dirty Tetris with the perfect transfer. Are you kidding me? Gerald, that's not allowed. Gerald is out of it. Kirby is out of it. 796,000 points for Gerald. 682,000 points for Kirby. Absolutely ridiculous plays. This is the high-level Tetris you guys are watching for right here. Both players on level 26 here. Gerald Freeman still with almost 100,000 point lead. Kirby's really going to need to play efficiently if he wants to catch up to this. Gerald Freeman, but showing no signs of stopping. 899,000 points here, right before level 28. Level 29, of course, is the kill screen, where playing gets quote-unquote too fast. But for Gerald Freeman, with the rolling, we'll see what he can do. But he's getting high here, has to do some burning. Can he... Is he going to be able to make any Tetrises with this? He's definitely going to have trouble setting up for level 29. Only gets a single with that long bar. And burns into level 29, gets one single, is not able to get any... Oh, gets another single, not able to get any more points. But Kirby is playing really high at the top here. It's not going to be able to get any more points either. 948,000 points for Gerald, 804,000 points for Kirby. Gerald Freeman takes game number 2. Congratulations. Ready from Kirby there. Let's get the countdown going. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Game number 3 here. Critical game number 3. Also, I just noticed how desaturated Kirby's capture it looks. Almost looks like a different level. Okay, both players starting off here. Level 18 starts. Now level 18 looks nice and comfortable. This is just a walk in the park for these players. Level 18. Alright, also I'm curious as to what that is in front of Kirby's hands there. Is that a can of soda or something, or I can't really tell. Also, shout out to CTN Allenbot for the amazing name there, CTN. Alright, both players at 98,000 points here. I was getting a bit of flashbacks to some early top-out. No, not early top-out, but well, yes, early top-out tied scores. I've commentated a few games that have had tied scores. I really hope CTN doesn't cover the scandal over Game 1. I think they really should, though, right? I think they really should. Oh my gosh, that's the best thing ever! Yo! Yo, wait. Working on the script, thank you, Almbot. Okay, 216,000 points for Gerald, 157,000 points for Kirby. Alright, both players looking good here. Kirby a little bit high. Able to get a Tetris to lower down the stack. Has the line dependency set up. It's going to fill that in. Not waiting, not taking any chances here. It seems like Gerald Freeman's pace has been what has kept him going, because he can, not only is he maintaining his pace through level 19, he's also building that pace during level 18. It's not like he's taking many burns, playing too safe during level 18. Look at this, 330,000 points at 66 lines, 254,000 points at 72 lines for Kirby. This is definitely Gerald is playing with a higher pace. And that's what's important here. Gerald with a interesting tuck setup. It's going to resolve that in another interestingly way. Gerald Freeman, just great adjustments here. Just can see them easily and does them quickly. Alright, 384,000 points for Gerald, 325,000 points for Kirby, and now 409,000 points for Gerald. Really quite a substantial lead here for Gerald. Almost 100,000 points. If you're in Kirby's shoes, you have to be trying to think, what am I gonna do here? Am I gonna try and play more aggressively and take back that pace, or play safer, try to outlast Gerald if he tops out early? It's a really interesting dilemma to have as a player, and something I will not comment on as a commentator. 479,000 points. I did it again! I keep mixing up those. 482,000 points for Gerald, 420,000 points for Kirby. Haha, funny number. Kirby digging. Freeman also in a bit of a dig. Had a difficult tuck there. It's going to be burning really high here on level 18, and with only about 15 lines to go before transition, needs to get out of this rather rapidly. Alright, great place here, not putting weight on those holes. Getting the stack down, doing what he needs to do. Look at this. Perfect square piece, well, not perfect, but excellent square piece to build it down. Build it down, that's funny. 523,000 points is where Gerald Freeman transitions, and he's clean. 519,000 points is where Kirby transitions, so that was Kirby's chance to catch up there. It looks like he has done so. Both players at 139 lines here and about the same score, so this has become a very close battle. Both players now on level 19, where the pieces fall even more rapidly than 18. this is where the rolling really shines, because you can see how fast he's moving the pieces left there, especially that T piece. Those 4 taps, they're very easy to do, so you can, like, just like that line piece, you can see it flip right out, just spin, flip, accelerate right over to the right. Some rollers roll a bit slower on level 19 than level 29, but Gerald, I can see he's just rolling maximum speed all the time, like the absolute champion he is. Kirby, with that excellent tapping there, he's gonna get a few Tetrises back to back there. What happened earlier, I only recently showed up. Nothing happened. It's just been smooth sailing all day. Alright, Gerald Freeman with some excellent burns here. 716,000 points for Gerald, 724,000 points for Kirby. Kirby is taking the lead here. Which is what Kirby wants now, because Gerald has that rolling ability. He has that ability to play on 29, where it kind of blurs the line between how much pace matters and how much survival matters. But Gerald not letting up, 785,000 points, but Kirby not letting up either, 821,000 points. Great tuck setups from Gerald there. Although creates a line dependency in the middle of the stack. It didn't have a good place for a few pieces. You could call that bad RNG. He is burning out of this, but once again, it's going to be losing pace to Kirby. Both players on level 27 here. 923,000 points at level 27 for Kirby. Gerald still looking to burn out of this. Sets up a dirty Tetris? Almost. Only a triple there. Really going to need to dig out of this soon. Or start playing off the bottom here. But it's going to dig out of it all the way instead. Okay, Gerald Freeman on level 28 here. Both players on level 28. Gerald desperately needs to make up the score difference. Might have to do it on level 29. Kirby has really set himself up well. And Gerald Freeman is not going to be able to get the 4-tap to the right. Can he burn out of this? He burns out of it and gets a Tetris on 29! He has 926,000 points. But, oh my gosh, Kirby doesn't have Game Genie. If Gerald Freeman can get out of this, needs a ridiculous 5-tap to get over. Not going to be able to get it. Tops out at 933,000 points. Kirby, with the max out, is going to take this game. Congratulations. Thumbs up to the camera. And ready from Kirby. Let's get game number 4 going. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Game number 4 here. Kirby up 1 game. Yeah. Gerald Freeman. that's not a reference to anything that happened earlier, by the way. Both players starting off here level 18. Nice and easy. Nice and slow. Looking to build up a nice pace. Get a nice score going into transition. And able to, because that would allow you to play more safely after transition, because when the pieces fall quicker, it's just a lot harder to stack. Everything is more difficult. That's why Tetris is such a fun and constantly challenging game, because the pieces fall faster as you progress, and as you get better, the pieces fall faster and faster. So there's never a point where you think. There's never a point where it's too hard, and never a point where it's too easy. For any player at any skill level, Tetris is a difficult game. Alright. 115,000 points for Gerald, 138,000 points for Kirby. Gerald missed the 5-tap, but gets the second one right over to get the line over. Ooh, 2 back-to-back 5-taps right there, but is going to be burning for a little bit here. If you're wondering why I'm talking about 5-taps, it's because the 5-tap incorporates 5 fingers instead of 4. So no matter what style of rolling you do, finger pattern you do, you're gonna have difficulty with the 5-tap. And Gerald Freeman gets a triple there to bring his stack down a little bit. So 5-tap, if you do thumb last, it incorporates only the thumb. If you do thumb first, it incorporates only the pinky. So it requires an extra finger that you don't use in any other type of tap, and therefore it makes it more difficult than other types of taps. Everyone has difficulty with 5 taps in the beginning. And people who don't have 5 fingers on one hand, it's 4 plus a thumb, exactly. Oh my gosh, is this breakcore? If you know what breakcore is, I don't know whether they'd be proud of you or not. Wait, I should put a limiter on this audio. Hold on one sec. Boom. Now my audio will stop peaking. Alright, no one knows what breakcore is? Good. Good. Alright, 272,000 points for Gerald, 352,000 points for Kirby. Kirby once again putting up a good pace here, but this time in level 18, seems like Kirby has really gotten that sentence started well, and then it didn't go anywhere. That's nice. Yes, this is breakcore. It uses a musical sample called the almond break, which is just a drum break that's only a few seconds long, but then there's this entire genre of music centered around it. It can be cool. Then there's a lot of crap, but it depends on your taste in music, because music is subjective. As I've been told many times, music is subjective. I will nod my head. Alright, 367,000 points for Gerald, 469,000 points for Kirby, funny number. So Kirby with a 100,000 point lead here, and down a few lines, so definitely a significant lead for Kirby. You could say this is a bit of a suffer game for Gerald. You can see 394,000 points at 108 lines. Yo, Snow Lily 28, thank you for the subscription with Prime. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Alright, both players approaching transition. Gerald Freeman only one bird away. He's gonna get in transition really high, but uses that rolling ability to get out of it quickly. Kirby 637,000 points, Gerald 520,000 points, so over 100,000 point lead for Kirby now. Gerald is really gonna have to turn up the pace here, turn up the pesometer. The pesometer. That's your Mexican currency there, your pesometer. Song's nice. Okay, 693,000 points for Kirby, playing up high here. Oh, not able to get the long bar to the right, and it's gonna top out at 695,000 points. So Gerald Freeman, let's see, that's a 6, and then a 9, and then a 5. Tell me, chat, 696, right? 696. Don't even listen to me. Just mulling this out for heck's sake, okay? I don't even trust myself anymore. Alright, and with that, I believe Gerald Freeman has won the game. I'm seeing a lot of GGs in the chat. I think that means Gerald Freeman's won. Dude, I feel so bad, man. And Gerald, he's so nice. He talks to me in my Twitch chat a lot, and then this is how I repay him. Okay, just get it out of your brain, Rens. It didn't happen. But he's gonna mull this out just for safety. Okay, he's gonna top out. Oh, vandweller did the same thing to Nanu and Masters? Oh my gosh. Decider time. Oh, I didn't get the decider emote here. Everyone spam your decider emotes. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I have decider emote as well. Heck yeah. Decider. Yes, that's what I like to see. Decider, guys. Round 1, Classic Tetris Monthly Challengers. Alright, Kirby taking a triple there. Stack was getting very high, very dangerous. Has 2 L dependencies set up now with just a line dependency. Oh man, gets the line. That was a very important line to get there. Oh man, Kirby really having some difficulty here at the beginning of the game. But he's going to be able to get that long bar to bring down the stack. 2 long bars, even better. It's going to be out of this. Gerald, on the other hand, playing at the same height, had a little bit of a misdrop there, but it's not going to be a problem for him, as he has that rolling ability, has that ability to get pieces to the left, like that S piece all the way over. Look at that. Just, it's really impressive. It's just really impressive to see. It still feels like that. I don't usually get to see rollers play this well. Okay, Gerald Freeman with a little bit of a misdrop. It's gonna be burning. We know Gerald's good at burning, so shouldn't have a problem, but once again, is going to have that pace suffer a little bit. Gerald looking for a line piece. I call it a line piece. I'm the only person that calls it a line piece, right? Because in Tetris you can burn a line. There's only one type of line in Tetris. It's a line which is a horizontal row which you can burn away in either 1, 2, 3, or 4 at a time. However, if you use rens syntax, rens the language of Ringlish. If you use Ringlish, there's both the line burn, which is where you burn a line piece, a line burn where you burn a single line, doesn't matter, and then there's then there's the line piece, the line. It's just, I should stop saying that. But Kirby getting really high here. Kirby's gonna top out at 315,000 points. 315,000 points. 316,000 points is where Gerald needs to get. And looks like he already has it. Gerald takes the game and the match. Put a lot of GGs in the chat, right. Send those GGs in there. Alright. That's just match number 1. That's just match 1. Let's get match number 2 going here.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.